Paul here again at the cereal aisle with another review of Transformers Generation. I think she is a deluxe class Chromia. Yeah, so this is her. She is an Autobot, and she is in her vehicle mode. She is a light cycle. I'm going to start her off in her vehicle mode just because that's how I had her when I picked her up. This is another female Transformer. She comes out in the same wave that RC does. So I picked them up together, and I think I stated in my Windblade video that I'm actually kind of excited for the female Transformers because we have so many male Transformers. It's really interesting to see female robots, even though robots shouldn't have genders, but whatever. So yeah, so I picked her up, and I have mixed feelings about her. I like her color scheme. Personally, I think this vehicle mode is my favorite mode of hers. It looks the best. It's very Tron light cycle-y. And at the first glance, it looks pretty cool. You definitely get the light cycle vibe from it. The more you look at it, the more like robot bits and robotiness you can see of it. I think the front of it looks really mean. I think that looks awesome like that. But it's like motorcycles are hard, and she is an okay motorcycle. She's not fantastic. She's just okay. But she has a cool aesthetic. It's not your typical, human modern day motorcycle. It's this weird futuristic Tron-like Cybertronian motorcycle, which is really cool. So this is probably my favorite mode of hers. I'm going to transform, and I'll show you her robot mode, and we'll get to that. Let's leave it right there. So this is Chromia in her robot mode, and this is the mode I have the most issues with. There's just like vehicle kibble all over the place, and if you can see here, she's really backpack heavy. It's not the worst backpack I've seen, but it's definitely not the best. It is towards the low end of backpacks. She actually balances fairly well despite having that big backpack on her. She's got really big legs in comparison to the rest of her body. And I'm not just saying like as like a stereotypical female form, but like this part of her leg is just freaking huge in compared to like this tiny torso and like these small shoulders. It looks a little weird. She's very like narrow in the middle because of the way her transformation is, and to get her into a motorcycle form, she has to stay like kind of compact up here. And that isn't great. It makes for some weirdness. One nice bit is you can see here at the bottom, there's a split wheel. So this wheel actually like folds together and forms one wheel. Usually when you have wheels on a character, if there's one wheel, one will just be on one side and on the other, but this actually makes her symmetrical. So this is kind of cool. And yeah, this is it. I do have some QC issues with my character. This ball joint here is super tight, and you do need to be able to rotate it for the transformation, and it's really, really tight. In fact, when I got it and tried to transform it, I couldn't get it because I thought if I turned this, it would break, but I had to because that's part of the transformation. So her head sculpt is pretty cool. It's not bad. It's actually really creepy. There's something like very robotic and doll-like with it, and it's just super, super creepy. I don't regret getting her. I like her color scheme quite a bit. This like primary blue with accents of white, gray, and red is really, really neat. And I do like her light cycle. For me, this is definitely, her robot mode is definitely the weakest form, and I'm going to have her in the light cycle on my shelf. That's how I'm going to display her. Yeah, your interest, my recommendation is how much you're going to like this is definitely going to determine your interest in the character. And I believe this mold is actually it was used already for a Transformer Prime, maybe Prime RC. I could be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure it was reused. I might be wrong about the character it was used for, but it was this is a reuse. So unless you really, really like this character or the color scheme, I have to you could easily pass on this. I would call this a 5, maybe. And that's only because I like the light cycle and the color scheme. I don't regret getting her because, like I said, there's a rarity of female Transformers, and I do like the light cycle. But if you already have the other mold or just meh about it, you could definitely pass and not feel too guilty about that. So yeah, I feel okay about giving her a 5. All right, that's it. That's Paul. That's the review for Chromia. If you guys got any comments, anything you want me to review, just leave something in the comments. Yeah, I'll see you guys next time.